R to the A to the R to the A to the. Hey all, my name is Rachel, so I'm coming to you with a brand new video. So first off, for those that are new to my channel, my name is Rachel, so hello. And those that have watched my videos before, definitely welcome back. While you're here, please go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel so that way you'll be able to stay in touch with all the new things that I'm going to be having in the next month or so. So if you're newer to my channel, once again, my name is Rachel. I don't know how many times I've said that. And so I have a preference towards high-end makeup, but I do dibble and dab in different drugstore makeup as well. So I'm actually coming to you today with a very quick video. I just want to do a product highlight, spotlight on just one amazing product that I want to give a try. So everyone knows that we just recently had the Sephora VIB sale, so you're able to get up to 20% off depending on your category. So one of the things that I picked up on my haul part 2, because I did end up making 2 trips, one online, an actual trip to the store, and I picked up the new Fenty Killawatt Foil and the new brick red shade. It's called like Ruby Red. Let me see. Ruby Richez. So I always mess that stuff up, so I'm gonna get it right the first time. So Ruby Richez, so if you're interested in seeing about this particular highlight, definitely stay tuned. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you'll see all my new uploads that are coming in the next couple weeks. So let's get right on up into it. So to make this a very quick video, what I did differently today is I'm already starting off with a full face of makeup, except for I don't have on any blush, any highlighter, or any eyeshadow. So I already have on lipstick, and I purposely picked the color green because it is going into the holiday season. So I thought a little red and green for the Christmas spirit will go ahead and be a nice little look. So if you're not familiar with some of the products, this is actually the green and wasabi midnight. And then I used a lip topper to give it a little bit of shine. And this was another release. It came in a set of 3, but this is the one in snakeskin. And so long story short, it's pretty much a Fenty face. I also have the old school original Fenty primer. Then I have the shade 420 and the original foundation. But what I do is I also mix the foundation lately with my Lip Bar in 5.04 because I think these make a perfect color match for my skin. And then I finished off with the Fenty powder, and I got this in honey under my eyes, and I also use the Fenty concealer. I don't typically use the Fenty concealer under my eyes. You would typically go with like the Giorgio Armani Power fabric, or I would go with my NARS and Amande, and I'll put all the details down below. But for this video, try to keep it as much Fenty as possible, so I put the Fenty concealer on, and then also I have my Mocha Mami bronzer. So that was just a quick little check on what I already have on my face, but it's pretty much full face of Fenty. All right, so when it comes to these foils, this is actually the second foil that I picked up. Well, actually, this is the third one that I've picked up, the second one that I've kept. So I did previously pick up Penny For You Thoughts, but I ended up returning it because it had a very chunky glitter effect to it, and I already swatched this one. This one does not, so I think that this is actually the best formula for any single pan killawatt foil because they have 2 different. They have like the original kilowatts that came out, and then they have the foils which have a more reflective color. So I'm actually going to do like more of just a very everyday look on one cheek, and then I'm also just going to intensify it and do a I don't know where I'm going on the other cheek, because as you can see about me rocking my onesie, I'm not going anywhere tonight. I just want to go ahead and play in this particular killawatt so I can see how it can work for the holiday season. So I'll briefly go over the description that they have on Sephora.com. So it has a shimmer finish. So they describe it as a weightless long wear cream powder hybrid highlighter and solos and duals. So this is a solo. With a hyper metallic finish and a range of shades designed for all skin tones. So yes, these are made for all skin tones. I actually had a coworker that I told her that I picked this up, and she is more fair complected, and she was like, "Ooh, is that gonna work for someone that's a little, you know, a little lighter?" So I'm like, I don't know. So that's why I want to see what it's going to look like on one cheek, a more intensified look, as well as on the other cheek, just more of a simplified. So I guess we'll go simplified, dignified first. So first, I'm going to actually show the product. So one thing that I do enjoy about the foils is that they have this little mirror design around, has the same white packaging, as well as it has the color on the back, which is the Ruby Richez. But I will go ahead and do a swatch now because sometimes I have a bad habit of forgetting to put it at the end of the video. So I'll probably still put it at the end of the video so you can get a good look at it. But just looking on the back of my finger, it comes off kind of pink. But then let's get a swatch here at close up. And I will do still more at the end because sometimes pictures will capture it just a tad bit better. But it does not have that chunky glitter effect that I did not like for Penny for Your Thoughts. So I wish Penny for Your Thoughts was the same exact formula because I love the color. And I think this is absolutely gorgeous. So go ahead, Merry Christmas. No, Thanksgiving has not came, but I don't care. I'm gonna go ahead and celebrate Christmas a little bit early. So let's go ahead and we will start with the cheek. So I do have the original, like the little cut brush that they had for the Killawatts. I actually am not the biggest fan of the brush. It is helpful, but the bristles are really stiff. And with something like this, since it's so heavily pigmented, I actually prefer a brush that is a little bit lighter, so that way it can kind of build. But just to try it out, I am going to see what it is. And actually, what I'll do is I'll use this one because it's a little bit stiffer on the more intense side. I'm gonna try for a little bit shade, a little bit thinner. So as you can see with this brush, it is a tad bit fluffier, but it's still dense. So it should be able to pick it up well, but still be able to not build it up just a tad bit. Ooh, I said that. But looky. So that is instant color. And it is metallic, but it can come also across very light. But that's just one swipe, and I did one dip, one swipe with a very dense bristle brush, and it blends beautifully. So I'm going to also try to do a all over light look using this. So this is a little bit of a deeper color. So what I'm going to do to give me a little bit of transition is use every black girl's favorite palette, a good old Jackie Aina. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dip into the color Ginger. That is actually one of my favorite crease colors in that particular palette, just so I can have a little bit of something on here to build it with. And then I'm going to have just a tad bit of edges because I want to be able to use the Killawatt in a very natural way. So as you know, I have a preference towards using my finger when it comes to pigment. That's what I'm going to do first. Get a little closer, but that is very light. So you can see just starting off, if you want it to have a very light look, it can definitely do that. So that comes off very natural. So if I wanted to just go to work, I could go ahead and just wear it as is, just to make it a tad bit more fun. I'm also going to go in with Credit and just deepen up the corner just a tad bit. but the whole point of this eye is for it to look very natural every day. So that way you can see that this actual Killawatt works both functions. So that's just something very light, natural. Now let's have a little bit of fun. Let's go ahead and let's really dig into there so we can see how it is if I'm trying to build up more color and do something a little bit more exciting. So actually, I just realized I have 3 of these already. So I've picked up 4 in total, but one of these is just the standard Killawatt. I have it in Moscow Mule and Ginger Binge. So I love these. The formula of these are amazing. So let's go ahead and did a nice little dip on that one. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So if you're looking for something intense, oh, it can bring the color. So that is something that I would be going out. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Look how metallic that is. Wow. So that will build up. 'Cause look at that. That's a little bit more wearable, natural. Looks like I just have a flush of color. And then this is I'm going to the club. But to make that actually look a little bit better, because yes, I wanted to get pigment, but I also don't want to look crazy. I'm going to go back into the Mocha Mami, and it's very red in terms of how it is as a bronzer. So I'm going to use that to kind of blend these two together. We are going for intense today. All right, so let's also do the same thing. Let's try to build up the Killawatts. Got all these dang Killawatts over here. Let me figure out which one is the right one. There we go. Ruby Red. So let's go ahead and build it up in terms of making it an intense color on the eye. So when it comes to Fenty Beauty, I think that most of the releases, I will pick up at least one of the items. And I think that this is one of my favorites. Like the Moscow Mule, that splitter is the one I use the most often, besides the primer and the foundation. But what's your favorite release that we've had with Fenty? I think that Fenty has truly changed the game in terms of making sure that when releases comes out, it has a little bit of something for everyone. And looking at this, if you are the girl that wants color, you want bling, you want something exciting, this is you. But if you also just want something very subtle but pigmented, it also is you. So that is what I love about the Fenty products, is it doesn't just cater to one type of woman. It gives multiple types of women the ability to express their beauty. And that is why I think that Fenty has found its own place and its own niche when it comes to the makeup industry. I have a personal love and affection for Rihanna. We not getting another album, just to let y'all know. But I will always be a fan and supportive of her business ventures, because I think that she is a champion for the modern woman. That's just my humble opinion. But she is one of my faves. So looking at the eyes, and I'll do some more pictures, but look at that. That is gorge. If you saw my last video when I was looking at the Patrick Ta and I had to find where the blush was, that is not something I have to worry about when it comes to the Fenty. Because even on the more subtle cheek, the pigment is there. So I did want to keep this video very short and quick. I just wanted to do something that would be able to spotlight so you could see what this color looks like on deeper shades. So I would always like to get you guys feedback on just what's going on in my beauty box. So if you have multiple things from the different Fenty collections, what is your favorite product? And what is it about Fenty that you think that has created this whole cult following to where everyone wants to pick up something from the line? Because it feels like it's become part of the melanin culture, and not just the melanin culture, people, even all spectrums. If you are trying out her shades, it's for everyone. But I think that the Melanin Girls have finally found at least one brand they feel that continuously speaks to them. So I am interested in hearing your opinions on what you think about Fenty and why it has become one of your go-to brands. But once again, if you have made it this far, thank you, first off, so much for tuning into my channel. All the love is appreciated. I've been having more and more friends, coworkers, strangers giving feedback in the comments, and I definitely appreciate it. And I always make an effort to make sure that I'm responding back because the reason I started my channel is to make sure that people that look like me, that has an affection and love for spending way too much damn makeup or too much money on makeup, has a place and a voice to express themselves. So thank you so much for tuning in. But while you're here, go ahead and check out some of these other videos, and then make sure that you like and subscribe, because I had 5 boxes waiting on me today. So I have some Giorgio Armani, I have some Ipsy, I have some Allure. So there are many more videos coming up in the near future. I'm just waiting for my Patricia Bright to come in the mail. So if you're interested in any of those upcoming videos, or you know what I'm saying, you think I'm cool, you think I'm cute, just go ahead and stay tuned. All right, thanks. Bye.